No, it's not easy.
It's not. It's not.
Okay, we'll go to our next story. You know, the gale of defections into the ruling All Progressives Congress APC has not abated. Hear this, the national leadership of the party has let it be known that the Enugu State Governor, Peter Mba, would officially defect to its fold on Tuesday. The news was confirmed by the chairman, Nentawe Iwatda, and Deputy National Chairman, Ima Enuku. The development came to light on Friday when the two some inaugurated the members of the Enugu State Executive of the party. Now, Governor Mba is to be received into the APC fold on Tuesday, October 14. Vice Chairman Ima Enugu said, let me quote him, what is happening is that we in the Southeast, we stand up proudly to talk when others are talking, end quote.
It's a very,
Did you see this coming?
No, it's a very interesting development. And that is why, you know, on this platform, when we discussed ADC at a time, and I said, I will find it difficult for ADC to win election because the opposition is so weakened that they can't seem to get themselves out of the rut that they are in now. Because PDP every day is losing their governors. There must be a reason for people, for governors who are already, they already have the power. You understand? There must be a reason why everybody is jumping ship. Because apart from the governor that's coming on Tuesday, the governor of Bayelsa State also is warming up to join.
Marking time.
Yes, it's warming up to join. And then some people will say that, oh, it's not good for the polity if one party, you know, because there are still other parties. But it's just that there must be something that APC is doing well when it comes to the organization of their party. Yeah, unlike PDP, who are entrenched in this dogfight that they don't seem to know what they are doing. And this will help APC considerably because PDP, Southeast, South used to be predominantly PDP. But lately, things are changing. Before, it was only Imo State. Now we have a Boeing. Now we want to have a Enugu. You understand? And even Anambra said publicly that it's going to support the candidature of Ashwaju. So the governor of Delta States have crossed over. The one from Akwa Ibom have crossed over. APC is controlling
Akwa Ibom.
Calabar, apart from Akwa Ibom, Cross River State. Yeah. So I don't see how PDP, because the other time everybody was saying, I don't see how APC is doing a lot of things right. And the election in 2027 may not be as difficult as we think. Because politics is about numbers. Yeah. And if you keep having people, and if you look at it, Kwankwaso will probably also end up in APC, the way things are going. Because already he has given conditions. And
recently we hear the only PDP member in the House from Benue has jumped ship.
No, because PDP is in disarray, they don't seem to know what they are doing. They don't seem to know what they are doing.
Ishmael, how do you weigh in?
Well, for me, I saw it coming. I remember in June this year, I authored a report where we look at how ADC was trying to woo members from the PDP. Okay. But with Southeast, they met a brick wall. Reason was that, you know, when the current national chairman of the party, Senator Anyang, went to contest for election in Imo State. Okay. Now, by the tradition and constitution of the party, once somebody vacates the office, they ask the zone that produced the occupant of that office to produce a replacement. Yeah. So the National Working Committee of the party met and asked Southeast to produce a replacement. And Southeast nominated Ude Okoye to replace Anyang. Now, don't forget that in the Southeast, Mba, who is the governor of Enugu State, is the political leader of the PDP in the zone. You know, they made their presentation, and we started having this back and forth over who should be the national secretary. Now, at the end of the day...
Till this moment we are speaking.
Well, at the end of the day, they went to INEC, they met with INEC, they came back, and the party agreed that they should come and make a formal representation at the next meeting on why they want Anyang replaced. But before you knew it, the party made a U-turn and threw the entire zone under the bus. Okay. And the party felt that, okay, if you don't want us in this place, then we can also look at where else to,
to pitch our tent.
To pitch our tent with. And I'm sure that was what, led to this decision. Even though I am aware that most of these states, we do refer to them as traditionally PDP states. Oh, yeah. But with things changing, we look forward to how things will play out eventually. But like my elder brother said, I am also aware that apart from Bayelsa, Taraba too is on the line.
Oh, yeah. He's also waiting.
Yeah, Taraba too is on the line. And Rivers too will join.
Mayor, aren't you troubled by the insinuation that these defections would lead to a one-party state?
Yes, I mentioned that. Yes, I've heard about that. I don't think it will lead to a one-party state. What will just happen is that we will have a party that is a mega party, and then we will have some other parties. You understand?
But a little bit of history won't hurt anybody here. When the PDP said it was going to rule for 60 years, yes. Well, I don't know if the man meant 16.
No, he meant 60. And the way they were going,
they were very powerful.
But for their missteps, because at the onset, they started with, I think, about 21 states.
Yes. Yeah.
By the time Obasanjo won his second term, they had increased the states they were controlling to 29.
29, yes.
Yeah, at some point, they went up to 30.
Were we a one-party state?
No,
that's where I'm coming from.
For me,
nobody mentioned that it was a one-party state.
It's not the one-party state.
And nobody.
No,
when they were controlling 29 states.
People were also complaining too. I remember people were also complaining. But like I told someone just yesterday, for me, those governors leaving PDP, honestly, I don't blame them, because with the crisis in the party, go and write it down. If they don't end up having parallel conventions next month, I foresee a situation whereby the other group fighting them will grant them to a halt in such a way that nobody will be able to run on the platform of the PDP. And that is what these governors who still have another time to run are seeking for a different platform. So for me, I don't blame them.
Anambra goes to the elections November 8, right?
Yes.
So if the PDP thinks we are simply voicing our minds, I expect them to remove Governor Soludo.
No, they can't do that because the party is weak. When politics is about interest, and a lot of people within PDP are saying that this platform is not strong enough to be able to for them to realize their ambition. And Governor Soludo already. They didn't hide it. I said, oh, we are in APGA, but we have adopted Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as our presidential candidate. He has already put that in the public domain. So, which reduces and in PDP, the way PDP is, because for example, Anyang, the secretary of PDP, issued an advert criticizing the acting chairman of the party to say that it is the secretary.
That's Ambassador Dabango.
Yes, it is the secretary that has the power to call for meetings of NEC and all that. And that the convention that they wanted to do was not aware of what doing that. So ab initio, that convention they may go to court, and that convention will say that it was not properly constituted. So and I see them, because the wicked faction is still there. And then now we have the Governors Forum faction led by Sheyi Makinde.
I'd rather you said the wicked factor.
Yeah, he has a faction within the party. So, and they're still there. And they are going to make sure that this crisis moves towards 2027. And when you are not, a house divided against itself cannot stand. So if you are not strong, if you keep fighting each other, you don't realize that you will not have a strong platform to be able to contest. Because at the end of the day, you just see that it's only Atiku in ADC, and then maybe Obi in either Labour or AA that will contest the election, and then we are back to the scenario in 2023. And I can't see how they will win.
Ishmael, no wonder the first Chancellor of Germany, Otto von... the late so-called first Antichrist, Napoleon Bonaparte. He said, in politics, when your enemy is making a mistake, don't interrupt him.
You just allow him.
The president alluded to that fact when he addressed a joint session of the National Assembly, that he has no apology, that they should find a way of managing their home, their home, that it is not the reason why they have not been able to manage it. So if someone is running from a house that is collapsing, will you blame,
from a ship that is sinking?
That is sinking, will you blame such? But I think PDP should find a way of putting itself in order.
Not too late.
Well, it's not 2 years is still a long time. 24 hours is a long time in politics.
To me, I think it's
the way things are.
To me, I think it's
because you see, this convention is closed, and some information filtered to me about a week ago or so that show clearly that the convention may run into a ditch.
Well, it is said that a country without a viable active opposition, not a particularly...
I agree, but you see, the problem is PDP that used to be a mega party has turned itself to this kind of crisis because they made a lot of mistakes.
Their problems man-made.
Yes, it's man-made. They were the one that created the problem for themselves. So we should not bother ourselves about saying there will be one party state. If the opposition, there will also be opposition. For example, when PDP was a very strong party, the AD was there.
Okay.
And they were still operating. It's just that they were operating in the southwest. Yeah. But they did before they moved forward, changed their name and moved forward and became a national party. So there will always be opposition.
Time is the master on this show, as indeed on every other show. So we'll go to our next story. The next story is